This is not an April Fool's. Believe me, it's not. But I want to make sure I get this update up because normally I wouldn't be recording videos. I just finished recording Persona 5 Strikers. We're almost at the end game. Anyway, I'm MegamanNG, and I welcome you guys to my monthly update for April 2021. Fighting the mental decline. And yeah, this is something that I will be talking about shortly. But before we begin, let us begin with shoutouts and sponsors. There are no donation shoutouts because nobody has donated, and that's okay. Next comes the channel member shoutouts, and we only have 5 members again because our longest reigning one, well, yeah, decided to move on. And that's okay. Because, honestly, all of this is optional. It's not mandatory. If it was, I wouldn't even be having this to begin with. But anyway, let's get out of the way. We have Metal Hunter 64, who is a 2-month member. Kitsune Party, who is a 5-month member. Tomboy Player 1993, 6 months. Big Cammy 007, 6 months. And Javier Munoz, who is also now our silver tier patron, 7 months. To all those who are channel members, you have my thanks. And I'm hoping that maybe I'll get more, who knows. Not to mention, this video is brought to you by the people at Japan Code Supply. You want to save money when you order? Go to the website, use the code word MegaNG to save $3 off orders over $50. Trust me, you will not be disappointed, especially with what's been happening now. Sorry about that, I had to get my phone because I had to charge it, but anyway, yeah. I also got to explain the importance of liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and clicking that bell. Because I always say it every single time to fight against YouTube's BS every time. It's a necessary thing. And yeah, and if you're wondering regarding in terms of engagement and audience, yeah, I will say this. Watch time from subscribers has actually improved considerably. For the month of March, 80% of my watch time came from not subscribers. But 19%, almost 20%, are from subscribers. That alone impresses me, and I am thankful for that. Remember the importance to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that bell so that way you know when I'll upload. This also means true for those who like watching my older stuff. Hitting that sub button and hitting that bell helps out a lot. Because I really want this channel to grow, and it's up to us as a team to make it so. So yeah, you want to know what happened with March? Let me keep it short and sweet, because we've completed a lot. We've completed Bowser's Fury, as well as the main game of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time on Nintendo Switch. Compared to my run on PS4, this one I actually did a little better. Mostly because there were some parts that just drove me nuts. But hopefully I am going to get better at it, and when I do, it's going to help me out in the long run, especially when I want to make sure I get every gem so that way I can hit that 100% completion. I need a break from it, and when I'm done with my break, then I'm going to be starting the inverted worlds. Besides, the inverted worlds are needed in order to get the rest of the gems. Not to mention I have to take the opportunity of getting all the flashback tapes, including one that's at the end of the game itself. This game wants to kill me, to be honest. And to tell you the truth, it's like a nightmare in more ways than one. I've also continued Persona 5 Strikers, and if anyone's asking, I will be finishing it up. So the coming month of April, I'm going to be finishing up Persona 5 Strikers. I will also include the post-game content, meaning that there's like additional stuff. Once the Reaper is beaten, that's it. Because there's really not much else afterwards. Because yeah, I'm going to enjoy my time on a new... Unless you want to see me take down the bosses in Merciless and New Game Plus. I'd do that, but that would be nuttier in and of itself. But that would only happen once I max out everything. That means having everyone on level 99 and having the strongest personas. Because that would be crazy in and of itself. But in terms of new playthroughs, it's a toss-up between 4 different games. Donkey Kong 64, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Fire Emblem, Genealogy of the Holy War, and Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I'm a bit tossed up in this decision because one of them I have to start doing it because, well, the one who requested it is going to make good on his word. And when he does, then I can actually start and go through it. I'm getting a Wii U Pro controller just so that way I can do it without having to resort to using the Wii U tablet. It'll be easier for me at least. And yeah, there's also something else I want to talk about, but that's going to be in a bit. And yeah, I did mention I'm going to do Spider-Man Miles Morales, and you're going to see me do a 100% playthrough. As for the one with Fire Emblem, it's like the Spider-Man Remastered. I'm going to be streaming it. So I'm going to be streaming that when I can. And when I do, it's also going to be 100%. And I'm going to cover everything, including the DLC. So I can get that Platinum trophy. Yeah, you guys know I'm a madman. And I will do it in pretty much a good difficulty, like on Expert. And then hopefully that's it. Yeah, but there's something else I wanted to talk about. Because let's just say that, yeah, my sanity is slowly starting to break. Physically, I'm fine. Mentally, I'm not. It has been a year since the pandemic happened, and now all of this has just accelerated my mental sanity. It's already declining as it is. I'm very teetering at that point. I never wanted to mention it for the sake of things, but thing is, I have a right to let you guys know what's going on. So that way you know that the guy responsible for doing all these videos isn't just a person who's in like a robot. He's a living, breathing human being who has a life and all that jazz. And the fact that I'm letting you guys know of this ensures that, yeah, I'm not heartless. I want you guys to know what's happening, and I'm going to do everything I can to hopefully get myself better. So if you notice that there will be like less uploads or sometimes no uploads at all on certain days, that's why. I need at least a lot of my time to get my brain back to speed. And speaking of which, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. But mostly on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The only reason why for this is twofold. One, so that way I don't stream too late. And two, so that way I can use my time in the evening to rest. Most times it's just going to be me and friends playing Monster Hunter World. And other times it will be other games like Spider-Man on PS5. And I may even stream Crash Bandicoot 4 on PS5. Just to see how much I can torture myself again. Or maybe I get lucky and do better. It depends either on what I want to do or what I feel like. So I'm just letting you know. And last but certainly not least is the real talk. You guys remember I made that video, which is sort of like a special message to Jim Ryan? Guess what? Sony has made it official. In July and August, Sony is shutting down the PlayStation Store for PS3, PSP, and PS Vita. Yeah. I'm pissed off. I am damn pissed that Sony, especially their CEO, would do something like this. That's pretty much saying, screw you to more than 20 or so years of gaming history, especially considering that thousands of games are going to end up being forever lost. The Wii Virtual Console shutting down was bad because many of them were like WiiWare, and now it's gone. But this is not bad. This is worse. This is worse because you're pretty much shutting down PS1 all the way to PS3. That's like more than 15 to 20 years of gaming history. And the worst part about this is that like Urinating Tree says that Bill O'Brien is a hack. Here's my counter to it. Jim Ryan is a hack. And yes, Jim Ryan was, and will always be a hack. Because he doesn't understand game preservation like we do. Hence why I'm hoping to at least get as many things as I can as possible. You want to know why? The reason for that is twofold. One, so that way I could hopefully do future playthroughs, because many of the games that are on PSN, especially PlayStation games, they're $6. I could just buy a $100 PSN card and use that to get as many games as I can. Because that's my plan. I still have to renew PS Plus and the like, but I have all the time I need for it. I could just buy a 1 month and then focus on the main good stuff. Besides, last month I spent $90 on Hearthstone packs. And at least it got me quite a lot, but it's making me want to play Hearthstone again. Because with Kingdom Hearts Union Cross shutting down in the end of next month, it's just depressing as it is. But the fact that Sony would do something like this further proves that they don't care about their history. It also doesn't help that Sony Japan Studio has been officially dissolved because many of the people responsible for games like Gravity Rush and Demon's Souls, they've left. They left to form their own companies. And I promise you this, I will support them any way possible. Believe me, I will. But the fact that this is happening is just a slap in the face. Microsoft is making Sony look like fools because they're allowing almost all backwards compatibility. And yes, I will probably be getting an Xbox Series S for the purpose of maybe getting Rare Replay, playing that, etc. But the fact that this is happening is just sickening. It really is. Which is why many of my streams, I'm trying to raise money to get as many PSN games as possible, especially PlayStation 1 games, because there are tons of games I actually want to do on this channel. And yeah, you're not required to donate to me if you don't want to. Besides, I can just pretty much waste $100 on PSN credit and just get what I need. Simple as that. This month I would probably waste $40 because there are actually a few games I want to get. More specifically, the Mega Man Legends trilogy. Misadventures of Tron Bonne, Legends 1, and Legends 2. Having them digitally would be a sort of a bonus because I already have all 3 games physically. Especially Misadventures, which can go roughly for $2,400 on eBay. And I'm going to treasure that game from now till the end of time. And having a digital copy is more than enough. And yeah, I also have to get my hands on as many DLC as possible. More specifically, some for Final Fantasy XIII 2, Lightning Returns, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, and so forth. My priority is pretty much just to get as many PS1 games as possible. Because let me tell you, many of the games are really cheap and I will have to get my hands on them. Then I want to cover them on YouTube because I have to get my hands on an HDMI splitter. Just so I can actually put that PS3 to work. But yeah, like I said, all the streams that I'm doing from here on out, they're pretty much like a fundraising thing to raise money so I can get all the games I need. That includes the DLC. If you want to help, that's fine. I'll be posting a link in the description if you're interested. If you do that, you get a shout out from me. And trust me, shout outs are not how do I put this in the right words without sounding selfish and cheap? You're helping pretty much someone who's been getting into gaming for years. I've been a fan of PlayStation since the PS1. The fact that their current CEO is a complete douchebag says a lot. The guy is a hack. The guy has the audacity to say that old games are ancient and why would we play it? Do you want to know why we would play older games than the new ones? Because at least older games come out when they came out, they are complete. They are pretty much full. When a game is good that is complete, it is. And if it's bad, it's bad. End of story. This old hack doesn't understand. He is no gamer, he is a businessman. And that's what pretty much the gist of it is. Probably May, June, and probably July 1st, I will have to waste $100 on PSN just to get what I need. And I'm going to get a lot of PlayStation 1 games, PS3 DLC stuff, and probably a Vita game or two. Or maybe I can just focus on getting physicals for the Vita. I gotta support that thing. I still need to get a 32 gig Vita memory card or get one of those things and just soft mod it so I can add whatever I want. If anyone can help me with that, please let me know. So yeah, that's it for this update. I do apologize if I went a bit off track, but point being is that, yeah, we're on borrowed time. We're about to lose a lot of history. And the worst part is that Sony doesn't care. Since moving to California, Sony has become more of a Western company, trying to appease their own kind of crap, especially with all the censorship and the like. And I probably wonder why part of me is starting to regret having a PS5 to begin with. If Sony knew better, they would have added the entire PlayStation library on the PS Now. That would have been a better alternative than this. If they did that, then I would have a reason to have PS Now. Problem solved. But alas, they don't, and Sony doesn't care. And I hope Jim Ryan realizes this. But knowing him, he's laughing his butt off. Me, personally, I would slap his face and kick him in the nards. So yeah, that is it. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. I'll see you guys next time. And one last thing, there will not be any videos on my birthday. There will be a stream, but yeah, look forward to it when that happens. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.